All right, greetings and salutations, everybody out there who is hopefully watching and hopefully enjoying our Battle of Dresden. For those of you who might be tuning in, and it's been a little while since you've been watching stuff, we are at the beginning of the 1040 turn. About 2 turns ago at 10 o'clock, Napoleon arrived, and he has now moved over here towards the Altstadt part of Dresden, and his imperial staff is there with him too, and they will probably be moving out into various parts to help rally troops as well as to man the bastion guns and hopefully have a little bit of fun trying to stall the Allied attacks. If we start over here on the eastern approaches to Dresden, the Russian avant-garde have really kind of been ground down. There's not a whole lot, and most of their stuff is pretty fragile. Now, they've done a fair amount of damage to the 44th Division over here, but the Russians are really at a point, at least with that division, the avant-garde, they really can't do too much with. Now, they do have another division coming in, and we can see them down here. They are marching over here through Dresden, and so that is the, looks like it's the 5th Division, and they will be coming up along here, probably to take the place of the avant-garde, and try to keep pressing in on this side of the battlefield. Meanwhile, if we're looking here in the sort of central part of the eastern approaches, we've got these 2 Prussian brigades that have made some attacks and pushing here and there. They've been disrupted somewhat by artillery attacks, and just the fact that the Prussians don't have a very good morale. A lot of these Landwehr units are very questionable in their capacity, and so things are kind of a little slow down on that part of the world. But there's this whole column of brand new, fresh Prussians marching up from the south, and they're probably, it looks like they've got the Grossgarten here as their stopping off point. The idea probably moving towards this other side of the city. Down to the south of the city, the Austrians are starting to get more things activated, including some infantry divisions, and there's some more things that are kind of coming up the road here towards the western approaches to Dresden. And so the French have got to just kind of do their best to defend against all of that. On the bright side, the French do have reinforcements that are coming in, principally the 23rd Division under General Teste, marching in lots of infantry and some guns. And then here coming in, it looks like we'll get Marshal Murat, and that will give us another command point. That'll be at 1120. And then we have a pretty large contingent of light cavalry coming in, and then more cavalry coming on. So we basically just have to, hold out here for another couple of hours until the reinforcements can make it into and through the city, and then we'll see if the French can start to push back a little bit. So lots of things are kind of up in the air, but that is the joy of this particular scenario. This is one that has lots of very interesting dilemmas for both the Allied and the French player, and it's on the edge of your teeth, edge of your seat. The French have got so little, and they're trying to do the best they can to hold out. And so we'll see how it all plans out. But this is actually, I think, one of my favorite scenarios of Dresden, and this is the reason why, because it does have a great deal of challenge for everybody who's involved. All right, I'm going to drop back in with my colleagues in Discord, and we'll catch up with everybody. Hey, guys. All right. I've just completed the recap for anybody who'd fallen asleep watching the last version of this.
And we're still connected?
We are still connected. People are, and let's see, do we have people watching? We had 2 people playing, 2 people watching. We got 1 person watching now. It could be Greg. It could be
people
Pete.
Playing, did you say?
No, it says playbacks 2, 1 viewer. So I don't know. We'll see. We normally get more people watching it after it's done. They'll watch it the next day. So, but that's what's up. All right. So
that way they can fast forward through it.
Yeah, I put the timestamps on, and I let everybody know that there's this major rules contention, and that way people can skip right over that and go to the part that they all want to watch, which is where the howitzers are firing on the Allies. That's what everyone really tunes in for. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about cavalry charges. They don't care about anything else. They just want to see, will the howitzers land on something?
Well, I don't know. I think cavalry charges are much more exciting.
Yes, but they take longer to actually execute than the bombardment. We basically just roll a die to see if it hits the target, then roll another die where it goes if it misses, and then you roll to see if it hits. And then I think the last die roll you have to make is if the French secretly had a tactical thermonuclear device in the shells that they were throwing. And somehow there was a time warp, and some tactical nuclear artillery shells from NATO ended up in Dresden. And
Doctor Who.
And then you're rolling.
I just finished a book called 2034. It's one of those fictional things about a war, Third World War with China.
Oh my gosh!
And it has tactical nukes.
Yeah, as if we hadn't read enough of those before. So
yeah, those are out there.
Yeah, well, it's
all right.
It's somebody had posted something I saw on Facebook. Basically, it was a picture of like a bookstore saying that the apocalyptic fiction section has been moved to current events. So, yeah, I thought that was funny. So
remember the book Red Storm Rising?
It's like that, yeah. It's like that.
Yeah. Well, and what was the other one?
This wasn't as good as that.
Yeah. The other good one that was, what was it? They had all of those. What was it? Red Dawn and all of these other things where somehow, the United States has been captured and Patrick Swayze is leading the, resistance or something like that.
Yeah, in Colorado.
Yeah.
Or Wyoming or wherever the hell they are.
Well, did any of you guys ever watch Man in the High Castle?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, that had some interesting things.
Is that finished, or is there another season coming out?
I had heard that they were going to do another season, so I think there had been 3 seasons.
well, I don't know how if you guys are behind or not, but I think they've completed it.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am behind. I have not gotten through the
admit
most
to being
recent one.
behind.
So, all right. Well, do we roll for random events to see what happens if
Of course.
if
And who on the
Kutuzov?
Allied side is luckiest? We needed somebody to finally come up with some luck.
I
Oh,
have not been able to anytime you've needed it. So.
That's true, David, but today's a new day.
there you go. Well, so
What
let's.
about you, John? Do you have anything lucky happen to you today?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, let's.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I did. I did.
All right, then you're appointed.
I did. There was a bright spot in the day. Yeah.
Okay. We got to look for those.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's go to our various and sundry command rooms, and we can discuss what our plans are, and then we can start
roll
allocating
first,
moves. What's that?
We're gonna roll first, aren't we?
So, Albert, I'm pulling your leg. There is no random events chart here at Dresden. That's
I forgot. I forgot what night it was.
That's at
Okay.
Moscow.
I was looking for it in the things here. Where is it? I know I've seen
See,
it
I wasn't
before.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one that was fooled. Okay.
All right.
I want to get those Russian batteries going. Okay.
There you go. There you go. Well, you'll get those soon enough. All right. I'll see you down in the French headquarters, Tom. Hey, Tom. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good. So we've got that division coming in, and I'll use a move over on my side. You've got a move that you can use. I was a little perplexed by what you did there. I thought you were going to move something towards the redoubt that is further south.
Yeah, I was going to move. Oh, which redoubt are you? I thought you were.
So we've got 5 readouts. So the one that's there,
I did 4.
Yeah. So you were moving it towards readout number 4, and I had thought you could just put it there by readout number 3, which is the one that's kind of out there all on its own, with not a whole lot of support at the moment. But we'll see how things shake out. I think he's, just going to kind of.
It'll depend on what comes first, either regroup or leader. If it's leader, I'll just move the leader over there, and then you can regroup towards the leader.
Yeah, that's fine. So okay.
Yeah, that was my bad. I thought you meant 4 instead of 3, I guess.
Yeah, that's okay. So why don't you take a take a move? If there's something you want to do, is there anything you want to do over there on that side with the chaps at over there with the 45th Division? Are you happy with where things are at?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
At this point, I mean, it's. I'm going to be reactive to what he does.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry. But what are we going to do with that reinforcements that's coming on? What is that? The 23rd? Are we going to? You want me to move them, or are we going to kedge them at some point?
So no. So they come on as reinforcements. So until all of them are on as reinforcements, they move during the reinforcements turn. Then the next turn, they get a free administrative march.
Okay.
So I'm thinking at that point we assign them to march towards the southern, suburbs of the city, or we could. Yeah, and so we don't have to use a command point to do that. So it means that we could move stuff around, but I don't really have anything else that is kind of within range to do anything right now. So at this point, we just got the, and Pajol can't do anything because he's not stacked with anything. So really, the fellow who's with, the 45th's the only one that we can do anything with. So you might as well take it, and then we'll work on maybe shuffling some more stuff around, when and where we can.
What's your plans for what is it, Gross or whatever, south of the Young Guard commander?
Yeah, I'm going to move him back to where those tirailleurs are, and I'm thinking what I can try to do is, get a couple of those Young Guard units moving over towards the Prince Anton Garden, kind of moving over towards that area between Redoubt number 2 and Redoubt number 3, just so we have a little bit more, coverage there if we need it. So that was kind of my plan. Plus, then they won't be in the way of reinforcements, kind of marching through that gate. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I wasn't aware of that, the rule where if all the reinforcements, if the tail end of the reinforcement chain isn't on the map yet, that they still are considered to move in the reinforcement phase. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that was there with the road order stuff and with the administrative, reinforcement stuff. It's, so while it's still marching on, if it's in road order, it's still there. You could put an administrative march on it anytime you want. I mean, we could do that any old time, I guess, but I can't. I mean, I don't have access to the rules off the top of my head to see where it is, but I know that was there as they're marching on in road order like that. All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and take a move then for the 45th? Move anything around if you need to, and then we'll see how things go over on the east side of town. And then hopefully Pajol can get back on a horse. And
he'll move during the leader phase and catch up with those other 2 cav units at some point.
Yeah, okay. Sounds cool. I'll see you up in the lobby.
All right. Later.
All right, and everything seems to be streaming. So, technically everything is going well. Ever since I had that one thing that it wasn't streaming, it got me paranoid. Yeah. Yeah, and then I had another thing where I don't know if it stopped streaming or it just wasn't streaming until about 20 minutes in, kind of a thing. And then I had something else where it was streaming on something completely random. I was using the same software, the streaming software, to record, do a screen grab for a how-to video on this new client management software we're using at the fencing club. And it started streaming that for Dresden or something. I'm like, what? What is this?
Like that.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
It was the trailer.
Is that it? It was not a very exciting trailer, I can tell you that. It's a pretty dull one. So, I don't think he's got enough skirmishers, do you? All those Grenzers. Grenzers everywhere. Those guys aren't much better than the Landwehr.
Once he's hit here and there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what's up with them. Oh my gosh. They are really being like the coalition.
Indecisive.
Well, or taking a long time to make a decision, which I guess is indecisive. Maybe we need to have a time limit for that too. Oh, you've only got 5 minutes to have your powwow. So I did have a long chat though with David last night after we were done with Moscow. So I hadn't had a chance to reply to his emails from earlier in the week, and so we had a chance to chat about that a little bit and talk about some other things regarding the games. So that was fun.
Luckily, Ed weighed in to clear it up. So.
I don't know.
I thought he did. I thought there was an email to you and I. And
oh yeah, that was about the leaders stacking with units. Yes, that was. Yeah. But then he was still curious about this idea of the Allied commanders being inactivated, the Allied corps leaders being active, and somehow thinking that they were active, the entire game, irrespective of how near or far they were from a leader. Yeah. So at some point in time, I'll send Ed a little query, seeing if he's got any suggestions on that.
Was it more of a rule change than anything?
No, it's more of like an interpretation thing. So we've got this this idea here where they're using the word activation in the scenario rules regarding the formations becoming active and them activating during the course of the day based on what time it is during the turn track, and then possibly deactivating when the chant du part happens. And then we have the idea in the rules of corps commanders being active and being able to do a corps level activation, provided they had been stacked with the army leader and had stayed within the army leader's command radius. So David is looking at the rules or not the rules, but the scenario stuff.
Rules.
Yeah, his thinking was, well, it says that they're activated, so therefore they're activated for corps level activation, and it doesn't matter, how close or far away they are from the leader. And then they'll always be activated the whole turn. I mean, the entire game. And so I don't know that that's the intention of what the wording is. So we've been we've been playing it where the corps leaders have to be stacked with the army leader to become quote unquote activated, and then they have to stay within his command span, because if that weren't the case, the Allies could, they've got a Prussian corps, a Russian corps, they've got all this Austrian stuff. They could hit the French on all sides, and the French wouldn't be able to respond because they don't have the ability to kind of get here, there, or everywhere else, kind of a thing. And so would be kind of like, if we were playing Mont Saint Jean, and there was some little niggling rule somewhere that made it sound like every single brigade leader on the Allied side was active. And you never needed to have Wellington stack with you. Or, I mean, you could just move everything. And you're just like, what? So, yeah. So I think that there's the terms that are used are similar, but I think they're referring to different concepts. So, but I'm sure you, having played Mont Saint Jean, would have loved to have had all your brigade leaders able to move any and everywhere whenever you wanted them to. So
that would have been very nice.
Yes, but it would have been a totally different game. And there's a reason why those command rules had been put into place in the first edition of Quatre Bras, Ligny, and Mont Saint Jean, was to try to keep it from just the French, first of all, the Allies doing something that they couldn't have done or wouldn't have been able to do. And I think, as I was telling David, those games had the third edition rules in them, but those games were the first ones that had this idea of a command span, where the army, the corps leaders got to be within a certain range of the army leader, and the division leaders have to be within a certain range of the corps leader, and then the units have to be within a certain range of the division leader. And that was the first time that kind of showed up in any of the La Bataille games. Before that, all the third edition stuff was pretty much like Premier. You could move anything anywhere on the map you wanted, irrespective of its connection with the command or anything like that. So I do like your idea of, for like a Premier adjusted one. I'd like the idea of a plus on the morale if they're within range of their leader instead of a minus, only because in some of the battles, they might not have a corps leader or an army leader present, and so they'd have like a -2, and I don't think that would be fair. So I think it would be better if there's a plus instead of a minus necessarily.
Yeah. Well, I explained the only reason why I came up, or the idea of the minus, was of the Uber units, the morale of 11 and 12 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, the Uber units are still going to be Uber units.
Yeah. I know. It just gave them a little bit of a chance of breaking if they went wild.
Yeah. So I can just see us doing a lot of counting, or we use the little bingo chips that we did, like we had at Mont Saint Jean. So that made things easy, because then you could say, okay, this is here. If it's in command, you just put a green chip on it, kind of a thing on the leader, and that way you don't have to count every single bloody time. Hey guys, you're back.
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick. I mean,
sure.
As I I'm already working on another Vassal game. We're live. I won't say what I'm working on. But I'm layering in the command. So it'll just be a click to highlight all of everybody that's in command or command radius. So that's going to be easy.
Oh, that's cool.
So we don't have to worry about doing that kind of stuff. Now, face-to-face is something different. But
sure. Okay. All right. Well, we have a whole whopping 2 moves.
Okay. Okay, we've got 5, plus I'm going to roll for the leaders.
Yes, you have some brilliant leaders out there, Albert. I don't think
nope,
that's not good enough.
He's not that good. And then we have Schellner.
Do, do, do.
Oh, he got one.
That might do it.
I think.
That looks
Got one.
slightly more presentable. Yeah, Schellner is a 2.
So he'll be MU6 there.
Okay, 6. Yeah.
So all 6 of those can go in the cup.
All right, so, yeah. Got 6 now.
So where have you plopped down your moves?
I have one on Hesse Homburg.
Cool.
Right
Yep, I see Hesse Homburg.
there,
Yep.
and one on the 3rd Division down at the bottom.
Okay, cool. I see that. Let's see. I see there's a Mu number 5, which is just sitting a little west of the Weissritz.
It's not sitting anymore.
Oh, is it not? So where's Mu number 5?
Labta.
Oh, up to Lobta. Okay, cool.
Labta.
You want me to put ours in the cup there?
Yeah. Does John get to roll for anything?
No.
John is a good commander. He keeps all of his troops in command all the time.
Till they get killed.
Well, yes, of course. That goes without saying. So.
All right. So I guess the first thing is because this is the command phase, right?
Is it the command phase? Yes, it's the command phase.
I can mark Hesse Homburg active, correct?
Yes, you would mark him with an active chit because he was stacked with Schwarzenberg at the beginning of the command phase. So there should be a chit up there in the bucket that has Imperial
Activated ally.
enemy of humanity colors on it.
I will put it right next to him here. The whatever. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
perfect. That is perfect. And I think you remember that Hesse Homburg, while he's a corps leader, he can only kind of command. He's got a hodgepodge group, so he can only really command like 3.
Where are the French MUs? One's on Saint-Cyr. Is that correct?
Yes, we have one on Saint-Cyr and one on I don't know where else.
45th.
Yeah, I just my internet just dropped for a second, guys, so I apologize.
Oh,
You have to reconnect to the team. I mean,
No,
did you lose the?
no, it looks like the stream has restarted. So
Okay.
it looks like it's back going again. It was just really weird. I got this message that popped up saying the thing had disconnected, and then I saw that my internet had gone temporarily. So, all right, yeah. So, are we ready to draw from the cup?
I think so.
Okay.
Whose turn is it to draw?
I think you are the designated person, David. It's usually
No. I
it,
did it first last time. I think we decided that.
No, David's banned from that until he makes amends.
all right, Albert. It's either you or John gets to do it. Then.
All right, I got it. Here we go. The French.
Oh,
How's
John,
that possible?
okay, all right.
Oh, hey guys, I have to reconnect to Vassal. I'm like, why am I not seeing anything in the cup? So, give me a second. I got to reconnect.
Well, we got to find somebody that can draw. We need to get a recruit to draw from the cup for us.
A designated drawer, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
It was 6-2 there, guys, and we.
All right, I think I'm back. Yep. Okay, I'm back and I'm current. All right, I don't have any cavalry charges to declare for the moment. So.
I don't.
Yep. So what do we need to do? We need to do something where we can. Okay.
Are we back live?
Yeah, I'm back now, and everything else seems to be back. Yeah, when I lost the internet, it also dropped me out of Vassal. So I mean, I had Vassal going, but I was I was offline, and so I could see what was on the screen, but I couldn't see anything that you guys were doing. So, alrighty-o. So, as far as movement and whatnot goes, let's see what we can do. I gotta look up the. So we can go ahead, I guess, and start the clock if somebody wants to keep a clock.
I'll just a sec. I might have a charge. I'm debating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a charge. Down near Dulcin, however you pronounce that.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 3 to cross over. 15. This guy is the target right here.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing I could do about that, so. Okay.
What? It cost you 4 to go over that thing, over the sunken road.
What'd I say? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I still had like 5 movement points left.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, it only says plus 3.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, it says plus 3, meaning plus 3 plus then the terrain.
Yeah, so it's 4.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. It doesn't matter because you can make it. I was hoping you couldn't.
Oh, no.
And have your route. That'd be fun.
There was no doubt. I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
All right, we'll do your mathematics, gentlemen.
What do you have? 49?
He's lost 1 increment, I think.
He lost an increment, okay.
So he's probably a little less.
I'm 45.5 plus, I think that's a 7. Because they're Lancers.
Yeah.
Okay. I am 14.66, so I think that's a 3-to-1. plus whatever the lance bonus is.
You got a leader there too, don't you, Al?
Yeah, I do. He's not in any great shakes, though, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Trying to get trained. Sometimes they can't flip. Well, he's a 3.
Well, that's not bad. That's pretty respectable.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. So
what do we got equal that? So I guess I'm a total of 52.5, and you're what? 14 point what?
14.66.
That's 3.5 to 1.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 3.5.
3.58.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it's 15 is 45.
Right.
And I have 50.
Okay. All right, I see. Okay, you barely made it, didn't you? Yeah. Okay.
3.5.
Is there a 3.5? Yeah, there is.
Yep, there is a 3.5. Okay, so 3.5 to 1 with a -3.
46, so it's going to be a DD.
Okay. All right. So I will take off. So that's a DD, so I lose. Well, I'm going to route. Okay, so I'll just spend this kind of 1, 2.
Well, he would go back towards his lines, which are down this way, right? You're supposed to retreat towards your depot, so he would go.
Oh,
he'd go
yeah,
down
okay,
this
all
way.
right,
Yeah.
okay, you're right.
Yeah.
I was thinking he would go back to the group he was started from, but no, you're right. So.
Well, and he's exhausted, so he can only move what, a half. So he'd only move like 4 or 5 or something, right?
5, okay.
Yeah, so he's not gonna move all 14. So.
Exhausted movement potential of exhausted cavalry is 1/3 of its printed value, and even during route.
Yeah.
4.6. So get that half a hex.
straddle that hex,
Yeah,
baby.
straddle
that hex.
Does this guy lose an increment or not?
He does. And if he's Austrian, he loses. We roll a die, and we add it up, and we see how many others he loses to.
Okay.
Surrenders.
Oh yeah. Well, if they were Spanish, they might surrender.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of those Austrians that were from the Balkans were too happy about dying for the Austrians, so they might surrender.
Yeah, it's a decent chance that would happen.
Oh, he's only tired, I think.
He was exhausted already, so he's.
Oh, that's
still
right. He was
exhausted, yeah.
exhausted already, so he's still exhausted. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, exciting stuff.
Mm.
Okay, so now we're ready for our timed movement, I presume. Yes? Okay. So, John, I'm over here on my end of the universe here, so
Yeah.
it's all
I
very
see it.
exciting. Yep. Let's see, what shall we do?
Clock has started.
Yep. So, this chap is going to consolidate into that hex. So you'll be able to take a opportunity shot with this guy here as he does that.
Okay. Ooh, a
Nope,
64.
that's a hit. And that's going to be a morale check for those guys. I'm running out of units here. Let's see how he does. Yep, he's happy. All right, we'll see if he stays happy. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to move this unit here, and we will unlimber it. Good, and we are going to move our general here. All right. And let's see. And we'll keep them in reserve. I kind of got everything. I really didn't want to go first, but it is what it is. Let's see. This is when I wish I had more skirmishers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what can I do? There's not much there. These guys will move here. And these guys can move. They can move where? They can move there, I guess. Yes. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, further down. So that should be it for the 43rd Division. Now, is everyone still within command span? Yes. Okay. All right. Now, moving down to the 44th Division. What do I want to do here? This guy's going to consolidate into one hex. I will have this chap here. He will go into line. All right. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do for the moment. It's basically rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic here. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Remember, you got Austrian. Those are Prussians.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Don't you hear their wooden clogs, their shoes?
Oh yes, indeed. Click clock, click clock, click clock. So, yeah. Well, there's probably some Frenchmen here who don't have any shoes at all.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Pimply face.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that the guys who are marching in with Teste's division probably don't have a lot of shoes left at this point. They've been marching a long ways. All right, I think that's about as good as I can do for the moment. So we'll call it quits there. I don't know if Tom is in a separate room or.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
No,
He was really doing active stuff over there. So.
Oh yeah, I was flipping units, checking them around. All that.
Okay. Well, we've got some defensive fire here, don't we?
All right, yeah, let's go to another room, I guess, for defensive fire.
Okay.
all right.
So, John, let's start off with the fire phase. Let's start off at the top. That's where we've got people kind of stacked up.
Yeah. So this guy
Yep.
and this guy will fire. Actually, this guy and this guy will fire on him.
Sure. Okay. So I don't know. I presume you've got.
I think
You've
I've
got three
6.
increments there, so 6, and then probably 6. It's 12 to 9.
Yeah, right.
No.
45. I don't think that's anything.
Yeah.
And there's not much here, so we'll just roll and see.
Okay.
It's worth it. Oh, 64.
That's always a hit. Okay. All right, and then we've got some stuff down here.
So are the French, are they 1 or 2? I always forget. 2 or 1? I mean, are they even or odd?
They are like the Prussians. They are
they're
odd. Yeah,
odd. Okay.
the Prussians, the
Got it.
French, and the Austrians are all odd, and it's only the Russians that are even. So
Yeah.
So
So what I'm going to do is, so this guy's not going to fire, but this guy's going to fire on him.
well, that would be great if it were your
Oh, that's
offensive
right.
fire
It's
phase.
offensive fire, right?
Yeah,
So I can't
yeah.
do that. So yes. So obviously it's gonna this guy, and these guys they had 9 originally, so they've got 3 in there. So 3 times. Well, I think it's 3, but I'm not sure.
Let's see. These were your your Prussian Fusiliers, I think.
Yeah, so it's 3
Yeah,
times
so they're
3.
times
So
3.
there's
So they're
9
9.
there.
And the
then
other guys are
these
just
guys
worth 2. So 6.
are 6.
So you got
yeah.
15 to 9.
Yeah.
So that's 1.5 to 1.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a hit. All right, and I don't think you've got anything else, do you?
That's it.
No, nothing else. So we'll start up here at the macaroni schnitzel. Let's see what I can even fire at you. If we got anything within range. So, yep, we can fire on those chaps there. So that's going to be I think that's a 1-to-1 shot. It's a 1-to-1 shot on those poor beggars. And that's a miss. All right, and then we come across to the guys that are here in this other readout. And I think they will take a shot over this way. Yeah. So they'll shoot on those guys there. And so that's going to be a 1-to-1 shot there. And then on the other guys, they kind of roll through it. A 1-to-1 with a -6. And that's nothing. All right, moving along to my troops. So these chaps here will fire on your skirmishers. So I'm going to have 12 to
14.
12 to 14. And is that a hit? I think it's 1.5 to 1. So yeah, that is 1 to 1.5. 54. Oh, I just missed.
Yep.
Okay.
By 1.
Yep. All right. Then these guys, these 2 artillery here, are going to combine and fire on those poor guys there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 12 plus another 8. That's going to be 20 to 6. And what does my leader add in? Nothing.
Oh, I don't think you can't combine like that, can you?
Why couldn't I?
Well, because it's not adjacent.
It's 2 artillery units. So.
Oh! I thought you said these guys right here.
No. They
I got
can't.
It. Okay, yeah, I hear you. I got you. Yeah.
So it's going to be a 20 to 6. So it's going to be a 3 to 1.
Yeah.
And a 52 at 3 to 1 is a hit on those guys there.
Yeah.
All right, now these guys can fire there, and we would, I've got 12 to 14, That's a hit. And a morale check for them.
Yeah.
They're half dead for what it's worth. 46 becomes a
35.
36. So that passes.
Yep.
All right, moving right along. Let's go ahead and... what can we shoot at next? Well, we got 12. And how much is there? 2 increments and 6. So I'll fire here. That's going to be 12 and 6, 18 to 14. That's a 1-to-1. And that's a hit on those guys. And a morale check for them.
Yeah. $22.
Yep, they're happy. All right, I'll have my bastion guns. We will fire. Let's see. What the heck? We'll fire here on these guys. Well, can I fire there? Or, I mean, I can draw a line there. I've got my units here too, but I'm on a higher elevation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can. I'm thinking it's not quite right. I can fire on these guys though, so I'll do that instead. So that'll be 12 to 6. That'll be a 2-to-1 shot, and that's a miss.
Cool.
Yep. All right, and I don't know that there's any. Whoops! I don't know if there would be any. What's it called? Oh, yeah, I guess there would be. There'd be ricochet into this hex here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 12 to 6. That'll be a 2-to-1 with a -6 on that hex. And that's a miss as well. All right, moving along to some more artillery. We've got this artillery here. We can fire on these skirmishers here. So that's going to be 12 to 14. And that's a miss. And then we'll roll right through into that unit. And that will be a 2-to-1 with a -6. And that's a miss. And then here I've got, how many increments left? I got 5 increments, so I've got 15 to 14, but it's halved. So it's a 1-to-2 shot on those skirmishers. And that's a miss. And let's see what else. These guns are out of ammo, so we can fire these guns here. What is a good target? Well, we can fire right down the line. We'll fire right here. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be 6 to 6, a 1-to-1 shot on the 3rd of the 7th. And that's a hit. And then we'll keep rolling into these boys here. And so that will be a 1-to-1 shot with a -6. And that's a hit. There's not much left of those poor bastards.
No. Thank God they didn't. It's even, not odd.
This time. All right, and let's see these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these guns will fire there. So that's a 1-to-1 shot. And that's a miss. And then let's see. David, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, can I take a shot at your Cossacks again?
Sure.
Of course, because this is what you live for. 1-to-1 shot on your Cossacks. Oh, it's a hit. It's a palpable hit.
Which one was it on?
These guys right here, whoever they are. They probably have some sort of brilliant morale anyway. But they are Cossacks, so they might run.
They might.
Oh my God. They got a morale of 33. That is definitely
I
Cossack
do it on
material.
odd, right?
You do it on every time you, cavalry, every time it takes a hit, makes a morale check, yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, David, that was the perfect roll. So they are going to rout.
Are they allowed to route through the town, or do I have to route over my unit?
You would just go whatever is the easiest path. There's a whole, all of the
There's a whole sequence if you're not allowed to. So I guess
You would go through that first town hex first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Just like that. There.
All right. How many movement points is that going through there in general order?
That village is going to be...
It's worth 2 for cavalry.
1, 2.
And cultivate is 2.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm at
2,
6.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You'll end up a little further south.
15.
That'll stop you. The sunken road will stop you.
We plan on filling the sunken roads. We plan on filling the sunken roads with the bodies of Russians. That's our goal here.
PGD thing.
Yeah.
PGD. Okay.
All right, Tom, I presume you've done all your shooting?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, then I've got some reorganization stuff to attempt. So we'll start with this guy who's routed there and see if he can... 44, that's going to be a 24. What is his morale? A 26, so not good enough. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we got this chap here. He's got a minuses, but he's got a plus. He's good. That's got to be something there for having. Who is that? Lebrun? There's no cavalry to lead, but he can lead men. All right, and then I've got this hex here. Oh, that's probably good too. That's going to be a 33. Yep, so they're back. And let's rotate them. Okay. All right, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right, and then I've got one gun here to try to get some ammunition to. So let's see if I roll a 5 or a 6. Nope. We're just coming up with blanks. Okay. I think that's it for the French.
Yep.
Cool. Back up to the cup unless there's something else I'm not aware of.
Do we reorg? Is that now or?
I've done the reorg. I think Tom is taking charge markers off and tired markers and everything else. So
Yep.
yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go to the cup then, right? All right, you guys picked, so I'll go ahead and draw. It's reinforcements. That's our second favorite thing in the world. So it's really very simple. So this cavalry here, I've given them a administrative march to redoubt number 2. So what's their 11? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, puts them right there. And we stretch out the long roadie thing here. Okay. All right, and then we've got Teste's division marching on. So these guys are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, what?
What's happening to... Oh, no, I already moved those guys, Eric.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When did you move
somebody was
them?
deleting them. I just did just now.
Oh, okay. You are like way ahead of me. I like the idea of me moving them too. since nobody in YouTube land was watching you move them, this is
Yeah, well, I'm sitting there. I didn't have the screen all the way over, and I'm going, where the hell are they going? Are they somebody deleting them?
Oh, so you moved all of them, or you just started moving them? Okay.
I wanted to get.
Are you guys talking about Teste's division?
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yep. So that's as far as they could go this turn. They'll have to slow down a little bit next turn, but they can spread out a little bit, and we'll put an administrative march on them. We can go ahead and do that now, since since everybody's on. Let's grab a marker, number 14, and we'll clone that. And all right, and we will put it, let's see, where's a good hex? Right here, I guess. Right here, I guess. Okay, cool. All right, so that is it for reinforcements. So back up to the cup.
But I have administrative marches that have to go.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead and move yours.
And then I was supposed to have this cavalry leader are supposed to be active at 9 a.m. down. Where the hell is it? Right down here. You guys can see it.
Yeah, I know by throat. So here's the thing. You took the cavalry that belongs to this other Prussians, Klux's Prussians. You took them instead.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So remember when you had done like one of your first charges and we're looking at their belts and I'm like, they don't look like they're the same guys. And then afterwards we realized that all the Prussians started off down there all clumped together. So it was totally understandable that you grab those guys. But what you want to do is just maybe move that stack over to Klux's and we'll just kind of lump them with Klux. So that way you know that they should be there with Klux when he comes in at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock or whenever he comes in.
Let me, just grab them.
Yeah, because by the time we figured out what had happened, they'd already been like heavily involved with all kinds of combat and whatnot. So
right, yes, that's true. Right, yeah. Okay, so let me get these guys.
So, who are you moving first? 5 or?
I'm down here, so I'll move. I'll move these.
The Prussians. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Von Prussen. So,
yes.
and we're on the road. So, okay. So they're gonna go 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna put him.
Well, actually, they would be more sensible if they were here, right? Because aren't they going to the? Well,
they could go that way. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Whatever. It's all the same as far as the stuff goes.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, just have everybody all trailing along there. So.
Yep.
Albert, could you meet me down in headquarters?
Sure.
Oh, we're in trouble now, Thomas.
Apparently so.
Yeah. They're plotting our demise.
I think there's a foul here because they're not in the same hex, so they shouldn't be able to communicate out.
Yeah, I like that thing that Michael is doing where they've got, referee or whatever else. That's kind of an interesting concept.
A lot of that is fun, assuming all the players are committed. And
yeah.
What I mean by committed is, nobody drops like after a month or so. Because nothing will bring down a game faster than something like that, than players that leave, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Oops.
And when we did it, and then we did Scourge of War to do some of the larger battles, it was a ton of fun.
I know this is painful, you guys. Sorry. Painful for me. Let's see, 1, 2.
I mean, as long as everyone's just kind of trailing along behind each other, it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be legal.
Oh, yes, John.
I don't want to be illegal.
You have a reputation.
Oh, yes, for flaunting the law. My old BP used to tell me that I have a problem with authority.
No.
A person that has a problem with authority in authority.
No, I find that hard to believe.
And my dad's a principal. Yeah, there you go. And an ex-naval officer, so yeah, maybe. All right, those guys are done.
Okay.
Now these plodding Russians that move a half a mile an hour, they'll be going here.
Yeah, they got that heavy, those heavy guns that slow them down.
Yeah. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't know what I missed behind him there. It's in here.
So the leader has to stay in the,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, the division leader. I gotta find him. Let's see here. I think that's him right there.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
He's directing traffic. He's like George C. Scott,
That's right.
sending the troops to Bastion.
Now, I don't know, do the rest of them all have to go through the town, or can they go along the road up here on the north?
They got to go through the through the named location.
Okay.
Yeah. So they would just follow along.
Here's 1, 2. Uh-oh. I froze. Hang on a second. Still frozen.
How is your weather in beautiful Dallas?
Oh, it's beautiful today.
It's
80s.
beautiful.
Oh, wow.
I'm frozen, you guys, so hang on a second. I can move my cursor around. It's weird. But the unit I was moving is like a ghost now.
Try clicking on a different one, John.
Nothing's happening.
Okay.
I got the little pointy finger, but it's not allowing me to. Do anything.
You're trying to move that
What?
position battery?
I can't move any. Oh, hang on a second.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
He's
8.
gone now.
Oh, yeah, he did disappear. That's really interesting. Let's bring him back. There he is.
We brought back 2 things, didn't we?
No, I hit the undo. So I just tried moving him, and then as soon as John unfroze, the unit disappeared. So, are you able to move stuff? Okay, yeah, obviously you're able to move
I
stuff
can
now.
now, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had very pleasant weather here in Southern California. Lovely spring.
Don't you always?
Yeah, pretty much. Until it's like really hot. It gets into the 90s, and then that's pretty unpleasant. So
Yeah.
otherwise, it's usually lovely somewhere in the 70s, mid 70s most of the time. But we pay for it.
Yes, you do, don't you?
Indeed. So, all right.
All right. That's it.
That is it. It's time for us to go back up to the Cup of Fate. Let's see. So we drew reinforcements, so it's your guys' turn to pull something. So that's either Albert or David gets to pull a chit.
I go.
Hey, it's the Allies. Exciting
Okay.
stuff.
Okay, I have a couple of charges.
Anybody else got any charges?
I'm not sure.
I have not.
I thought for sure those Cossacks were going to charge me now, David. Now that one of their brethren had been, knocked off of his horse, they'd be out for revenge. Or maybe they have sacked a wine cellar in one of the villages on the way here.
That's more than likely.
Yeah. And they're all half drunk sitting on their horses.
Okay.
Here's a real quick question for you guys. So
Sure.
Eric's his administrative march that is potentially in the charge zone of this cavalry. So would it still be standing?
It's screened.
And also in the infantry.
No, but it's screened by friendly units.
Okay.
Yeah, because we talked about that. Remember?
No, but that's okay. I don't need to rehash.
If you'd like, we can talk about it again.
Okay,
But
Tom?
yes.
We can talk about it again.
I thought
I don't
this
need to
guy,
talk about it again.
this guy south of Dolphin, I thought he had a tired marker on him. It's at the start of the game.
South of where?
This, this guy right here. I thought he had a tired.
I didn't. Well, I don't know. I didn't. He hasn't done anything.
He was just out of command. I don't think he.
Yeah, he's out of command. He hasn't moved from there in a long time.
Maybe that's the marker. Maybe that's the marker. That's
The out of command marker I put on him because he was out of command.
all right.
Yeah, that's the one I just eliminated. So, okay, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Oops. And I'll take the loss marker too, I guess. Okay. And then this other guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, and then we'll go right to here. All right, so all right, okay, Tom. I'm going to figure out what I've got here. Okay. Okay, he's 10.5. This other guy is 11. Oops, that's wrong.
Yeah, somehow Hecht ended up... he's
42. 42 times. Okay.
Why is Hecht there? He got picked up. He should be over here with this, with his marker. Somehow Hecht ended up over there in the hex where the French are. Something weird happened.
Oh. Where did he end? Oh yeah, where's the unit?
Yeah, everything moved to where the French are. You must have, when you went by, you must have clicked on something.
Must have lost a couple of units there.
Yeah.
I'm seeing double French. Or I'm seeing two French.
I only see one.
Interesting.
Well, so here's the thing.
Okay.
David has the updated module. And is this the first time you've played with the updated module, David, with the group?
No, I played last week with it too.
Huh, okay. I thought maybe that might have something to do with it. Apparently not.
Okay, I have 35.5 in the other unit and 10.5 in the other unit. So for a total of 36, 46.
46. And do I get to have my lance bonus?
Your lance bonus is full, so that's not thirded.
Isn't it has to be through his front?
Nope. Lance bonus works anywhere.
Even if you don't move?
Even if you don't move. Yeah, because we looked this up with Moscow, with the Cossacks or whatever else, yeah. Now, mind you, it was a month ago, but I still remember it because
They only get it if they charged or reaction charged. They don't get it if they don't.
Well, that's helpful.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't see Tom's unit there. I'm gonna go back to the other, make sure just in case that is what's goofing things up.
Yeah, because Tom's unit just disappeared.
You guys don't see that, huh?
I don't see your unit. No.
I don't either. It's gone.
So
I just see your exhausted marker.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, you're right. It is only that. But they don't. It doesn't have to be through their front hex.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Read this. Look at that again. Right underneath the example. Lancers only receive this line bonus if they have charged or reaction charge. Is he in line or is he in column?
So if they were in line, they would get their printed value multiplied by 2. So that's
only if they charged or reaction charged or opportunity charged.
right. Oh, so they still get their lance bonus. They just don't get the line bonus if they don't charge. Yeah.
Right.
So they still get the plus 7.
The lance bonus. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So they still get the base lance bonus. But if they were in line, it wouldn't be doubled, since they're not reaction charging.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what's happened. I still don't see Tom's unit. It's disappeared on my screen.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to hit the undo button. Now,
There he is.
Now he's back.
Yeah, but he had a lot. Didn't he have a losses?
Yep, give me a second. Does his loss back now? Yeah. Weird, very weird. Okay. All right.
All right. So I have 22.17.
22. So I think that's a 2-to-1.
That sounds about right.
Okay, 2-to-1. Okay. come on. All right, roll to 55.
That is a rout.
Hit.
So they are DD. They are DD.
Come on, get off of there. All right, so I'm going to go here, and I'm going to take another loss.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, a half or third when they're exhausted?
They are thirded.
Third.
So if their movement is 14, I think we're removing them 4.6 hexes, right, John?
I think so.
All right, there we go.
That is the 0.6 hex, yeah.
Say 38 hexes. Right off the map.
There you go. They're gonna go. They're gonna swim across the Elbe. They're gonna practice. They're gonna practice for when the bridge blows at Ligny. No, at Leipzig.
Yeah, Leipzig, right? Yeah.
They're gonna. We might as well get some swimming practice in now. So.
Are we just gonna do? Because I did have one charge.
Oh, you did. Oh well.
Yeah.
Who's charging
I
where?
was just waiting around, so.
Sure. Where are you at?
Well, here we're okay. Now it's not on it. Now, hang on a second. I guess I can get it on this right. There we go.
Okay, so make a morale check for your Landwehr.
Yeah, there's one Landwehr in there. The other one's not though.
Why do they both say they're Landwehr? Okay.
One's not Landwehr. One's regular Silesian. Well, maybe he is. Let's see.
LWC, or unless there's a difference between Landwehr and Landwehr Reserve.
No. So let's see what this other guy says. The littler one. What is he?
Yeah, he's Landwehr too.
Oh, he's Landwehr. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
right.
you rolled well enough. Who gives a?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So all right. So they're coming 1, 2, 3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh wait. So are you declaring
No, nothing, Andy.
the guns are not the target of your charge?
No. 9. There's
Okay. So
10.
hang on just a second. Okay. Okay. Keep going.
10.
Oops. 11, 12. 13.
Okay. Who's the target of your charge?
Those fellows.
Those brave fellows. Brave Sir Robin ran away. Brave
Hopefully
Sir
they will.
Robin. Well, they are my provisional guys who probably hadn't learned how to form square yet. So let's see.
Yes.
At a
Let alone
range, at a
load their
range of
muskets.
2.
31. They're
So you've got like plus 12 to you.
What's plus 12?
Well, your modifiers, because they're Lancers and then they're French provisional. 6 and 6.
Right, but your Landwehr don't provide a lance bonus. Neither do your Cossacks.
Sure they do.
No,
That's
they
a
don't.
good one, Eric.
No, we already went through this before.
Bonuses 2.
Somewhere. Let me take a look here and see. I remember reading this where
over the rain.
where they did not, where their lance bonus did not.
Christmas Story. That's a good one, man.
There you go.
Except we need a new heater. That's a good one, Dan.
So it is on page 1 of the exclusive rules. Cossacks and Prussian Landwehr Cavalry, with the exception of the Don Cossack regiments, these Prussians must pass a morale check. Failure to do so. Okay, right, so we did that. Okay, so now where did I see that other note? It was on one of the other charts then.
Well, it doesn't say anything about it in the rules about modifying the dice roll for the career realization table. It just said if charged by Lancers, -6 provisional line from the 14th Corps, add 6.
Okay, so it's maybe it's not for the square, but it is here on the roll to stand. So I did see it in the rules, but it's on the roll to stand, where there's not a penalty for them to try to roll to stand. So that's the only difference. All right, so you're saying that there would be a plus 12 on my die roll for them to try to form a square.
Yeah.
For them to try to roll square. Let me try to find my square chart here somewhere. So that means that I'd have to roll higher than a 32 for it to be a problem, and the morale is probably something crappy as well, right? Probably a 30
like
something.
32 or something.
Yeah. So it's a 50-50 chance. Do I roll high? Do I roll low? What the heck? Let's see here. We'll roll to stand. What the heck? Here we go. 45. They pass.
All right. So then we'll hit you.
So you'd be adjacent to me, right? Yeah.
I'm going to hit you on this hex over here, though.
Okay.
All right.
So I will do my defensive fire. And let's see, my provisional guys are ×2. So if I've got, 3.5 times 2, that's going to be 8. 8 to 9? Or actually, how many increments have you got there?
I have, see here. I know there's 4, and then there is, so I've got 12.
Okay, so it's a 1-to-1. It's 8 to 6 with a +4. So that is going to be a miss.
All right. So I've got, let's see here. I've got 16 and 8, 24 plus another 4. So I got 28.
All right, and I've got whatever half of this is, so that's going to be 7.
4-1.
All right, and you've got a leader there who gives you +2.
Yeah. Now, may the gods of die rolling stay with me. And of course they don't.
A
But
35, well, that's not bad. I mean, at 4-1, it's going to be something, right? It's a DD. So I will disorder, and I will take a loss, and let's mark him with a disorder marker. So that's going to be 1. He's got to go back, what, half of his movement? And he's got a movement of 6. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. He'll be right there. And you will end up in that hex, exhausted.
it was worth a try. It's landware.
Well, you've rolled for him a couple of different times, so
It's a valued effort there.
yeah, they finally passed their morale check. I think that was their 3rd attempt.
Probably. Not so good, these guys. Whoop, what's that? What's going on?
You're putting out of command markers on them.
Out of command things. I have no idea. Oh my God, look at that.
Were you trying to rotate them or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time too. I hit like Control C instead of Control X. And then I have this huge stack of out of command markers.
Oh man. How am I gonna? There. I think I got him now. I'm getting good with that lassoing them.
That's good. We told you you get better at it as you practice, John.
Yeah, well, it seemed pretty bleak in the beginning.
Yeah, it's par for the
I
course.
didn't have much faith in my abilities. Guess I should get a charged, tired. Okay.
All right, exciting stuff. What's next?
That's all the charging.
11:45.
Oh no, Tom! It's a school night.
You want to keep the move till next time?
Oh, I'm thinking if gonna do your move.
It could be late,
Yeah,
and I might
could
start
go-
doing all sorts of crazy things if we. I think if we keep going.
yeah, I don't see us getting done towards midnight.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll keep all the excitement for next time.
Oh,
Yes,
this is a
Eric, you need
cliffhanger.
to petition the state so that you become central. You become central class, not Pacific.
Central time?
Isn't that what we are here?
Yeah, you guys are. I mean, I don't have a problem. It's going on. It's it's 8:45 where I'm at. So I
know. You're like, what's the matter with these old men?
yeah. Well, Dave's the one who's really in a different time zone. He's out there in Florida. So,
Oh
but
my God! Yeah, he's even an hour before.
Yeah,
It's already
he's really going. He's
Yeah.
really going late.
yeah. But David
Yeah,
is a
we
night
could-
owl, so.
I'm
I mean,
still up for another 2 hours, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
doesn't matter
but Dave's like one of those bloggers that's up like 48 hours, in a row. Oh my God.
We just haven't found his La Bataille blog yet.
There you go.
Going there 96 hours straight.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Okay, cool,
All right,
guys.
all right. I mean, if you want, I mean, if anybody wants to consider it, it moves it to 6 p.m. for Eric. We moved it up an hour, which kind of destroys your inner hour, Eric. I'm happy with.
Yeah, we
Yeah, so
could,
that's
yeah, we could move it up to 6 o'clock. That's not a big deal.
it's up to you because you're the only one that's really impacted. 8 o'clock is fine with me if we want to do that.
Yeah.
And it'd be good for David, I guess.
Yeah,
I just struggle after like around 11 o'clock. I start like it's hard for me to see. My eyes are so tired. It's hard
Oh.
to see. I'm not tired. I just can't really see that well.
Oh, then if that's the case, John, we should actually start later.
Okay.
No, 6 is fine. We can talk about it on Sunday and then set it for next Monday, and we could start. Or I could just send out an email. But if everyone's fine starting an hour earlier next Monday, it's fine with me too. So I will just make dinner earlier, and half the time my kids have got stuff going on, so it's not like we're sitting down at like the Waltons for dinner anymore. So cool. All right. Well, then we
that
will.
works for me.
Yeah, we'll wrap things here. End of the charge phase, but not the start of the maneuver phase for the Allies.
All right.
Okay, fantastic. All right, gentlemen, I will see your happy, smiling faces on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Be well. I'll end the stream.